Eclipse Jetcycle. Speed used to belong to planes, then to rockets. In 2026, engineers decided motorcycles deserved a turn. And they built something so reckless, so physics-defying, it looks like it escaped from a future where laws of motion are optional. This is the Eclipse Jetcycle, the first vehicle designed to ride its own shockwaves at the edge of hypersonic speed. Forget wheels as the main propulsion. At low speeds, the Jetcycle uses vectored electric thrusters to stay stable, quiet, and maneuverable. But once it clears 400 miles per hour, a speed normal bikes never even sniff, the twin micro-ramjets ignite. These engines don't use fans or turbines. They gulp air, compress it using pure forward velocity, and detonate fuel in a controlled burn that launches the bike like it's angry at the horizon. At ignition, the entire chassis drops into a locked aerodynamic mode. Panels fold. Intakes narrow. Rear stabilizers flare out like the fins of a missile. Suddenly, the cycle stops behaving like a motorcycle and starts behaving like a guided projectile with handlebars. Riders don't sit on it so much as they plug into it. The suit interfaces magnetically with the frame, anchoring the rider's center of mass to the machine's guidance computer. Lean too early at these speeds, and you lose the kind of argument nobody walks away from. So the Jetcycle doesn't allow sloppy physics. The onboard systems won't let the rider pitch or roll until it verifies the airflow is stable. And the airflow at hypersonic speeds? That's where the Eclipse earns its name. As the ramjets push the Jetcycle past Mach 1, the body generates pressure pockets, shock bubbles that form around the nose and ripple down the flanks. Most vehicles treat shockwaves like hazards. The Eclipse treats them like stepping stones. Micro-control jets fire along the sides, nudging the bike to skip along its own pressure zones, reducing drag and bursts. For a fraction of a second at a time, the machine is almost gliding across compressed air. The effect is strange to watch. High-speed footage shows the Jetcycle shifting forward in tiny jumps, like reality isn't updating fast enough to keep up. Materials science had to catch up before this thing could exist. The nose is a ceramic-titanium hybrid, resistant to temperatures that melt steel. The engine housings are built from a nickel superalloy, normally reserved for spacecraft. The fuel? A high-energy blend closer to rocket propellant than anything you'd feed a normal engine. Safety systems border on magic. If ramjet ignition destabilizes the craft, a ring of shock cancellation vents fires automatically, venting high-pressure air in controlled bursts to flatten turbulence before it can throw the rider. If the rider is thrown, theoretically, a micro-parachute deploys from their suit, but test pilots joke that if you're ejecting, you're already a ghost. But for all its insanity, the Eclipse Jetcycle has one purpose: a vehicle built for rapid insertion missions in terrain where helicopters are too loud, drones are too vulnerable, and jets can't turn tightly enough. A soldier or special operator can cross miles in seconds, appear from nowhere, hit a target, and vanish before radar even updates. 2026 didn't reinvent motorcycles. It created the first shockwave-riding Jetcycle, the machine that let a human touch the edge of hypersonic speed, and live long enough to tell the story.